Okay, we've got the two formers. Just remove this a little bit from the back. Where the landing gear fits. Whoops. Hopefully. Little recess for the landing gear. And the hooks are actually going in this part, and there's a little recesses in there because this is thicker than normal. So we're going to glue these in there, just try and fit them. Make sure they're glued in well, because I've had these come out before today, and of course once they're glued into the fuselage parts, they're not so easy to replace. These don't look like they're going quite far enough in, so it looks like I might have to do a little bit of sanding off this hook, but that's fine because I'll try it before we glue these into the fuselage parts. Okay, so we've got the hooks coming through, facing downwards and facing out. Okay, now we can try these. Still a bit tight. This is why it's a good idea just to do a test fit of these before you actually put them in the fuselage, because it's easier to do it and see which one is tight or which one is not fitting properly, or when it's out of the fuselage than it is when it's in the fuselage. I need to run the file under the hook. And this one just needed a little bit out under the hook. Let me try these one singly. Better, and that's better. It needs to be tight, but not impossible tight. Okay, now this one with the hooks on, we glue into the front like so. I sometimes wonder which is the best way to do this, whether to do put the glue on the former or put the glue on the fuselage part. Probably easier to put it on the fuselage part, and the glue doesn't spread as much either. But anyway. Sure it's nice and flat. sure the former's all the way in. And now we can cut out we just cut out that little piece there. This is to vent the battery and the ESC. Oh, of course the ESCs are in the pods, but this will help vent the battery and just get a bit of air through. Never hurts to get a bit of air into the fuselage. So that's the inlet. I've just taken that little piece off there, that little piece. And a vent into the fuselage, and we'll do the same here for the exhaust or the exit of the fuselage. Venting. There we go. That's the exit for the venting, for the airflow. Okay, now we can glue the second former into the fuselage. Test fit it. Something not stopping it going in just there. Okay, yes, this needs to be just trimmed out a little bit. It has to be there to print it, so we have to trim out this little, just a little bit of this inner former. About 3 mil. Doesn't have to be perfect. And so I've just trimmed a little bit out of this bit there, just so that the former will fit in there nicely. Yep. There we go. This we can hold it against the bench, make sure that former is pushed right into the fuselage. We can just go ahead now just sound out any overrun that there might be. There's not a lot. And then we should be able to hook this together. Like so. Push that down, push that down. So that's locking that in, and then what we'll do is just simply slide in. We'll put the undercarriage in there, and then we'll slide in the carbon fibre tube, which locks everything together. I'll just cut that down to size, and that locks it together. That fuselage now won't come apart, and the undercarriage leg, it will hold that in place too. So that's now that we've got the we've got the hatch. Let's give that a bit of a test. Clips under there, and then put it down with a couple of little pegs there, just stop it from going too low. Right, now we'll fit the magnets. These are just 10x2 magnets that I bought on eBay. I think 50 for, I don't know, 12, 15, $20 or something for 50 of them. I'm just going to use a little bit of super glue and glue one in each recess. Don't have to worry about which way around these go. In here, it's when we come to fit the hatch that we have to be careful. Just make sure that they're fairly flush. Now generally what I do is the other two magnets and pop one on each magnet, and then I just put a dab of, use the magic marker and put a little dab on each one so that I know if I can see the dab, I've got it the wrong way around. So this one in there, so a little dab of super glue in there, and I get that one and make sure that the black mark is facing down. And the same with this one. Make sure the black mark is facing down. Make sure that they're pushed right home, they're nice and flush on both sides. And hopefully we've got them the right way around. We have to. So just hook it under the front and down at the back there. Got a little recess there to grab hold of to get it out. Okay, so that's the nice little hatch. Oops, a little nose. I think that'll fit in either way round. There we go. Now, we also have to, a couple of things we have to do. This is just a piece of quarter wire, and I've sharpened it at the point to make like a spade bit. This can be used not only for this, but in case the tubes inside the fuselage are a little small for your arrow shaft or 6mm carbon fibre tube that you use. If it's a bit small, you can do this and just ream out the tube a little bit. But this is for to drill through. Because of the way it has to be printed, it has to be joined in the middle. So it's just the back one, not the front one, just the back one. I'm just going to run through. You needn't do this if you don't want, because you can still use a spar in two halves. But I'm going to drill through, just drill through so it comes out the other side. Like that. Takes 2 seconds. And that will enable the spar to go right through like that. But as I say, if you didn't want, you could just use a spar either side. Also use a 6mm drill bit. $6mm drill bit. I'm just going to clear out the end, because once again, where it's been printed, sometimes spreads a bit. And that should then, we need a short piece of arrow shaft in there. Once again, if you don't have arrow shaft, you can use a 6mm tube. Just a bit of short bits. I'll have to cut some short bits. There we have a little short bit anyway, I think, that might fit. All it does, it just lines up the to the front leading edge. I will glue one bit inside there, and that's basically the way the wing goes together. Same with the other side. I'm just going to feed that on like so, and as I say, there's another little bit of arrow shaft or 5mm, 6mm tube that go in there just to line up the wing. And then what I'll do, I'll simply put a bit of tape, fiberglass tape on the wing to hold the wings together.